Hey guys, how you doing? This is Lorraine from the Sacred Alchemist 1111. How are you guys doing? I hope that you're all, not doing too bad. And, you're just having a great day. You're just having a really lovely weekend. And you're just getting yourselves, prepared. Getting yourselves through the day. And just doing the best you can to survive. All right? Now, I'm going to be doing a reading which is going to be kind of shadowy, all right? So this is really about kind of like working alongside with certain cards that is going to be like certain issues that you've got going on within you, and you want to just kind of get to clear them out. Now, we do have the supermoon in Scorpio, the full moon coming up. So this is really going to be a time of working through to clear out a lot of those energies that have been deemed toxic. Now, Scorpio, if you think about it, is the obviously the son of the Scorpion, but in tarot, it is the death card. Okay, so this is major arcana, the death card. And this is obviously like a major event. So if you get like the moon card and the death card as well in a combination, very much, especially around this time, then this will indicate a very powerful energy of where it's about bringing things to light in order to kind of like pave the way to clear them out. All right. So a lot of things that you were suppressing, or certain things that other people were suppressing from you, this is really about you trying to work through the energies. I would suggest as well, as part of when it's the full moon coming up, you can pull, if you do own tarot, and if you obviously know like what you're doing, you could pull the major arcana of the moon card alongside with the devil card and alongside with the death card as well, and then major arcana the strength card, or you can use judgment as well. These are like I would say like the main sort of powerful sort of like major arcana cards to work alongside with, and just sort of like make sure that you've got your crystals, your intention there to just try and purge out all of those energies. And you can use certain candles as well, which will help to bring purity and cleansing and peace and protection as well. Okay, right, so without further ado, let's get stuck into this reading. So we're going to pull use the dark mirror, see what's going on. So we've got, the first card we've got is Triumph of Lies. Quite ironic, isn't it? Triumph of Lies. So right about now, you are going through a situation where this is seriously about you finding out the truth, finding out certain things. And you know what? This is really about you trying to overcome all of them. Try to do this in a way of where it is about critical thinking, being extremely methodical. I sense this is definitely a King of Swords energy because you've got the crown there. And taking a very, very discerning, sort of critical thinking aspect of what's going on in and around you. Okay? If you've discovered something about yourself that you was trying to suppress, and you was lying to yourself about it, this is where you need to overcome that. You need to face it. This is about you really needing to face this fear. And this is the lies as well. This is definitely kind of like devil energy as well. Triumph of lies. Oh my God, I can't talk properly this morning, guys. Triumph of lies. You know that the devil is all about lying to you as well. Okay, so this is certainly a card where this is also about you overcoming it. Very much devil energy, and also the strength card as well. I'm going to pull another one. All right. Because really there's lots of things that's going on within us, and we, if we don't get the time, if we don't allow ourselves the time to really work through what we need to, it's always going to keep coming back. Okay, and at certain times in our lives, and we least expect it. The next card I've got is Atonement Very, very much. It really does look like the Ten of Swords energy to me. Okay. And this is seriously about who has really betrayed you. Have you betrayed yourself? Who was portraying themselves in a really honest way when really all along they were full of shit. Okay. This is what you need to kind of like go through. This is about serious introspection here, guys. Okay. And really taking a very, really serious look at yourself and the situation. You can have the humor and the light-heartedness after, but this is shadow work. So this isn't going to have anything positive at all, apart from you overcoming certain things once you have faced your issues. The next card I've got. So guys, I'm just shuffling. Oh, envious gluttony. Jealousy. You got people around you who are freaking jealous of you. Envious gluttony. Are you envious and jealous of somebody around you as well, in your circle? All right, or is it somebody that you've discovered? You need to be able to work through those. It's okay to admit these emotions and these things if you know that you're willing to work through them. Okay, this is your chance. This is the time that you need to kind of work through those energies. Okay, and this is quite important for you to kind of put as an ending, really, and a completion to this cycle. Now, let's pull, using now the Moonology deck. So what's going on with the Triumph of Lies? Just going to sort of clarify with this and see what we get. So what's happening with the Triumph of Lies? Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So when it comes to somebody that's going to lie to you, I'll tell you something that really is quite... It's like they're obscuring the truth. It really feels like, you know something, there's a lot more that's going on here. You know, like if you get like those posts or those memes that you see on social media, and it sounds really sort of like exaggerated on certain things, you need to be able to start to research and look at things from a bigger perception of what's going on, a higher perception of what's going on, a different angle of looking at the same object. Because if you're looking at something that's one-sided, you're not going to get the full gist of what's actually going on, okay? And the last thing that you want to do is go along with the sheeple now, okay? So that's Triumph of Lies. So part of that is actually looking at the bigger picture. Let's see what the atonement is about. Why is the atonement card here? What's this about? Nothing will come of this situation. If you don't look at this from a very, if you don't start to work on it, sorry, nothing will come of this situation. Also, when it comes to the void, of course, as well, obviously it's when it's just when the moon is coming out from one planet to go into another. I think it's about a day or 2 days. You need to be able to just kind of like... it's kind of like keeping a pause. But during this time, this is where you need to kind of think about things thoroughly, okay? If you don't work on any issues, nothing's going to come out of it if you don't work at it or try to think through and plan. I'm going to pull another card for the atonement, okay? Because it's a void, of course, moon. Okay. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. So when it comes to this energy, remember we've got the full moon in Scorpio coming up, but this is the new moon. So remember, this is a polarity, okay? Shadow, you know, the dark, you know, bit of the moon sort of thing, but it's the new moon. This is where you need to put I say you need to have a lot of courage. You really need to have a lot of courage with this, okay? Work through your fears. You have nothing to be afraid of. You're only here on this planet for a short time. Why are you going to spend all of your life in fear? That's bullshit, okay? Now, with envious gluttony, let's have a look at that. So conclusions are within reach. This is the full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. So if you've looked at the bigger picture, you've worked through your fears, I'm not going to include the void, of course, then that means that the conclusions are within reach. That means that you'll be able to deal with this gluttonous energy, this envious energy that has been kind of gripping you or gripping other people around you. And you will be able to take endings. Remember, the envious gluttony card is 9, and 9 are to do with endings, conclusions as well. So this is really about you being able to just kind of drain the swamp, okay? Right, now let's look at what the wisdom of the oracle is about, because we kind of need this in our lives right now. What are we going to gain from this? What are we going to gain from this? So I'm going to choose 3 cards. What are we going to gain from this? Triumph of Lies, and looking at the bigger picture. A change in the wind. That's what's going to happen. A change in the wind for the Triumph of Lies, and looking at the bigger picture. So it's really going to about changing your mindset, okay? So that you will allow everything to fall into place. If you just take the time to really kind of take a look at the bigger picture, your whole perception changes. It's a brilliant card to have. So with regards to atonement and working through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Okay, already these 2 cards really want to jump out. So let's see what they are. So we've got truth be told, and that all that glitters. Amazing. So basically what this is saying is that everything that you see isn't necessarily true, and all that glitters isn't gold, okay? These 2 cards are very eager to jump out and try to get you to work through any kind of deception that you have been experiencing, any kind of betrayals. This is excellent, okay? And the next card that we've got, which is envious gluttony, conclusions are within reach. Let's see what kind of cards we get. Time for a nap. Lay these demons to rest. Once you have finished with all of this, you can actually take a break. Remember what I said about the positivity that comes after the hard work, after the shadow work, after everything that you have gone through. You can then take the time to rest, because this is about you putting in the work. This is not called shadow work for nothing, okay? This is about you putting in the work for yourself. Now, to finish off this reading, I'm going to pull 3 cards from The Universe Has Your Back, because no matter what we go through, guys, the universe will always have your back. Okay, so the 3 cards, 3 messages from the universe with regards to these cards. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Okay, that's the first message for you. Second, so somebody said to you that you're not creative enough, or you'll never be able to make it. You can do, okay? You can create your own miracles. Don't listen to what anybody says that you cannot. The next card I've got is I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Okay, so you're always being guided. You're never going to stay in an energy or a situation which is full of lies or deception or anything like that. I feel that if that's the case, there's a reason behind it, which is about you getting to understand and being discerning and know what is truth from what is not, okay? And the last card I've got for you guys for envious gluttony, conclusions, within reaching time for a nap. When I think I've surrendered more. So that's what I've got for you guys. Surrender to the universe. The universe will always be able to just guide you. What you're going through right now is just temporary, okay? All of this oppression, all of these lies, everything that is trying to crush you, or with certain restrictions and stuff, it is just making you become more stronger. Like when you put pressure on carbon, what happens when you put pressure on carbon? It creates what? A diamond. You are a diamond in the making. You are a diamond in the rough, and you will shine through. You will shine through all of that dirt and all of that darkness. Guys, thanks so much for listening to this reading. Take care of yourselves for now. Peace.